All right, I am back. Let's see. Yep. I flip the screen. Nope, that's not the one I wanted to do. All right, we'll wait on a couple people to get in here. Wait for some folks to show up and we'll get started. Pretty excited. I'm going to touch these up real quick. Got one person in here. Got another person in here. Hey, thanks for coming in, Megan. Appreciate you. So, I am going to be hanging Is that a dig a land? I don't even know what that means. So this is an axe handle that I'm sanding right here. It's going to be hanging two of my RedBeard Kentuckys. One of them is a 4-pound 8-ounce, and the other one is 4 pounds 4 ounces. This one right here is a 4-pound 8-ounce. This is my design axe. I painted them with this anodized gold, and yep, that's going to go on this faller's handle, 26-inch faller's handle. Super thin, nice big palm swell, so it's got an equal size, so you can swing it both ways. It swings both ways. So, and the other one is a 4-pound 4 ounce RedBeard Kentucky. Same paint, it's just a little bit lighter, and that's going to go on. Let me move a couple of things so I don't ding anything up. That's going to go on this 34-inch curved hickory handle. Yeah. Internet issue. It can cut as big trees you want, for the most part. Yeah. But am I having an internet issue? Let me see something real quick. Don't go nowhere. I'm going to be hanging these two gorgeous RedBeard Kentuckys. There we go. They're kind of there. You see? There we go. Yep. I don't know which one's which because I got them swapped around again. I do that every time I do it. I'm lagging. That's not any good because I can't do any better. Let me do one thing. Maybe this. Let me do one thing. Maybe this will change something. That. All right. I unplugged my Wi-Fi extender because it doesn't really do all that great. It does good for data, but not for streaming. So, yeah. Let me know if that's any better, because maybe that thing was taking up some data. I'll rub this down a little. What do? I'm hanging axes. I'm hanging a couple of RedBeard Kentucky axes. These are my design, right? I'm doing the final fit and finish on them, right? When I build them two at a time because it's just more efficient for me. The heavy one is going to be going on this 26-inch faller's handle. Faller's meaning it's the profile is equal. It's an equal oval all the way around. Also, it's got a palm swell, so when you're swinging it one way or the other, it feels exactly the same. So, yeah, let me get these things weight measured again real quick. Thank you, Logan. Appreciate you, man. Let me weigh one of these real quick, just so I know which one's which. All right, that's the light one, light heavy. Okay, so I have these two handles. This one is a 26-inch faller's handle. That's going to get the 4-pound 8-ounce because the eyes aren't exactly the same. They might look the same, they're forged the same, but there's always some inconsistencies in the eyes. So each handle is fit for its individual axe. The other one I'm hanging is on a hickory 34-inch curvy handle. You see it's got a little bit of a curve to it. You can see it that way, but it's about a little less than an inch, and this one is a little bit less than 3/4 of an inch. What's next to the American flag? This or that? That's my bandsaw, and then this right here is my belt grinder. Yeah. The head is dented. So it's a maul. So it's basically a hammer with a blade on one end. Dented, as in like a chunk taken out of it, or because typically mauls have hard steel poles or hard steel strike surface. So you can either just repair it with filing it down or grinding it down. I use my belt grinder, but you can find it, or you can find a welder and just weld in the divots. But so these two handles, which one shall I hang first? The faller's axe or the feller's axe? Faller. The curvy or the straight? First one to the blade gave you the bird. So it's basically screwed. Just find one at a yard sale, man, and get you a new one. And just and if you have any issues rehanging an axe, just reach out to me, man. I'll be happy to help you out just by chatting with you. Curvy. Let's do the curvy. Joe, how you doing, man? Everybody say hi to Joe Buck. Go hit this guy up for a follow. Pretty good content. Pretty good stuff. And he's a friend of mine, and I love the dude to death. So there's that. So we're going to hang the curvy one first. Let me move this over so I don't screw that up. Of course, man. You know I love you. But I'm going to be hanging this 34-inch curvy handle, and I treat it with iron acetate. So let me find a hickory handle real quick. So this is what hickory looks like before I treat it with iron acetate. It's basically a vinegar solution, vinegar and steel wool solution. Playing on your PS4. Do I know you, Megan? I don't know. But anyway, this is what hickory looks like before I treat it with iron acetate, and this is what it looks like after. The drawing a blank. The steel wool and vinegar mixture will basically take the it'll activate with the tannins and then naturally darken the wood, and also you see the grains, it brings out the grain in it. Okay, because I was just wondering, we have a, I don't even know who that is, Balasarno, whatever, however. I'm getting old. I have bifocals, so I don't want to look like this. I can look down over. Balsarno 2026. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, so I'm going to hang this one. Let me get the wedge. So I use, let me pop this linseed oil open. So this is I'm using, I am just so out of it today. I'm using Osage orange, and this is walrus oil, polymerized linseed oil. And I just dip in like the first ½ inch and just let it drain. And just, I'll let that sit. I'll set it kind of on right there, just like that, and just let it drip down, because it's very, very thick stuff. And I don't want to get, don't want to get it. Axes do, they wear out. Handles break. But luckily, I know how to make handles and replace them. So I'm good. I'm good with that. And this is my design. So there's that. Let me get this thing seated. Let me go get my hammer. So I don't know if you've heard me say this before. There's a lot of guys that will use wood mallets, or they'll take a piece of plywood, but I just hit right there and when you drive it, you can see the wood is inside. It's not quite up all that far, but when I drive this down, the inertia brings the head up into, or the head up onto the handle. And the sound will let you know. It's there. We're there. You can see it went all the way up that far. So, yeah, that's going to be super nice. You guys see that? Super nice. Where do I live? I live in Mississippi, United States. That's where I live. Broke his hand. That's terrible. Oh, handle. Yeah. So this has got a really nice fit on it. Make sure it's straight. Oh, yeah. You see that? Right down the middle. That's freaking awesome. Yeah. These things give me the giggles when I hang them. I don't know what it is. So let me get, so this is the wedge right here. It's the handle. Get that in there. And then I have my RedBeard mallet, otherwise known as Bam Bam. Yeah, I named my mallet. This is, I'll tell you about this in a second. I made this one. So when you tap the wedge in, just small taps at first, because what you're doing is you're expanding the tongue, because the inside of the eye is an hourglass. So it's wider up here, and then it gets narrow toward the middle of the eye, and then up at the top it widens back up just a smidge, just enough to give it that little bit of hold. There we go. All right, now it's pretty much wide enough. So now I just need to finish her off. That's it. When you hear that thud, that means it's done. It's just done. It ain't going in no more. So I'm going to take this to my bandsaw right there and go trim off the edge. I leave about 1/4 inch up top. A little bit proud, so when I sand it off, I don't mess up the sweet ass paint job. Machetes are better than axes. It depends on the job, but machetes are a good thing. You want to see a really cool? Hang on a minute. Let me cut this real quick. All right. My piece of cardboard. Don't mess up the axe head, dragging it on the table. All right. So that's pretty nice. And still right up the middle. Let's see. Oh, my hand's in the way. Still right up the middle. Yeah. So I'm not gonna sand this right. Should I sand this one? I wanted to show you my version of a machete. Hang on one second. I got it right here. So this is the RedBeard RB12 brush knife, otherwise known as a machete. It has a handle on it, and it has, I mean, the scales aren't on it yet, but the handle, the wood scales, they go from here all the way up to right here. So when you're holding it, you can either hold it down here, or you can choke up on it to give you a little more control. But it's very forward heavy, so all you got to do is you're just laying it on there. I make these. So this is a RedBeard RB12. I love these things. They're cool. They're badass. So if you need one, hit me up on my socials, because I have probably 20 blanks in my drawer here. I'm going to go ahead and sand this axe right here, the top of it. I'm going to sand it with 60 grit, and then I'll finish it with 120. So if you look, I kind of cut it. It's got a little bit of an arch, a bump. So maybe I can sand that out. I'm hoping. That looks a little better. When I sand it with 120, and once I get the other one hung, it'll look better. But this thing is a beast. A beast. Really nice fit. What's up, Trav? How you doing, man? Thank you, Megan. I appreciate you letting me know. But check it, Trav, check out this 34 inch hickory curvy with a sweet palm swell on it. Thanks for coming in, dude. I appreciate you. Next axe is a 26-inch faller's handle, but this one is sort of unique as it's super thin front to back. The machete, I mean, it might look like a cleaver, but it's definitely not a cleaver. I'm calling it a brush knife. I made it, so that's what it is what it is. So this handle is pretty thin. It's at 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. Super thin, side to side, but it's really long, front to back. It's right at 1.5 inches. Yeah. So, whatever you lose in the sides, you're going to gain front to back. So yeah, I'm going to hang this one next. Dude, yeah. It's for sale. This one doesn't have a home, and it's going to have a 4.5 pound head on it. Let me go get the head. And a 26 inch. It's 26 inches. I think. Let me see what it's at right now. I think it's at a 20. Oh, it's a 27. So it's going to end up to be about 26.5, which is perfect. But look, it's thin and it just kind of blossoms right at the neck, and then boom, the shoulders. Yeah, I don't know why the shoulder is above the neck, but there. Neck, shoulder. But anyway, let me get. I'm losing train of thought. So this is the wedge. It's an Osage orange. Got a little pin on it, but I'm not that concerned about it. But the grain on it is pretty damn remarkable. It's kind of got a little twist in it. I'm good with that. And then I dip it in walrus oil, polymerized linseed oil. Let that sit while I seat the head. Travis, I was using a little bit of your knowledge, showing them about, teaching them about telling them about the hourglass in the eye. Why there's a taper right here. And then when we drive the wedge, it's wider, so it gets wide, thin, wide, just like the inside of the eye. Yeah. So just dropping a little bit of knowledge. Yeah, that's pretty sick. All right, let's seat the head. Fully seat it. There we go. Got that bounce back, so that you can see. See how it bounces? The hammer bounces right back up. Yeah. So that means we're good. That's where it's at. But yep, it's a pretty sick axe. Nice palm swell. Look at that palm swell on it. All right, let's drive a wedge. Let me check center on it. Yep, it's still good. It's still good. So And put the wedge in. It's a little tight. We're going from the front. A little tight, so we're going to go in from the front. Yeah, yeah, that's smart. Not a kiddie show, kids. There we go. Small taps at first, just like I said before, because there's no real need to flip it over and hammer on it, because once it starts the wedging process, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not. It's just not. Oh, the wedge cracked. Look at that. See right there? That's okay. I think the rear was a little bit tight. And it just kind of stopped. And so I'm going to punch in the front a little bit. Yeah, you see where the front went a little bit further? And then maybe the back will go some more. That's it. That's it. But look at that expansion. It's super nice. And the axe is still centered right down the middle. Yeah. Really good fit on the bottom. No curl whatsoever. Pretty, not perfect, but because there is no perfect. There's close to perfect, but there is no perfect. But yeah. I look like Hunter. I don't know who Hunter is. But I'm going to go to my bandsaw and cut this top of the tongue off real quick. All right, here we go. I don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Super nice. Super nice. Let me get this sanded with 60 grit, and then we'll do 120. Here we go. The lady decided to stop and pay a visit. Everybody say hi, Mrs. RedBeard. Oh man, what do I have on my broom? That's not good. There's black stuff on it. Well, hey there from Brazil. I appreciate you hanging out. And if you guys want to mash that like button while you're hanging out, I would so appreciate it. It helps my algorithm and helps other people see what I do. And yeah, that little heart button too. The little heart button right there in the bottom right. That would be cool. You can keep hitting that thing all you want. All right, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna get a 120 disc, and let's see if I can find it. I have one left. I've been nursing this thing for like a week. I need to get to the hardware store and get me some more. Yep, I like the Diablo ones just for 120 because this is mainly my finishing grit, so I use these quite a bit. Excelente. I know what that means. Thank you. What time is it here? It's, I don't know. I think it's like 8:30 p. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Something like that. Hey, what time is it?
9:13.
I need a Spanish translator. Trabajo.
Work.
Trabajo.
Work.
Oh, excellent work. Thank you. My lady, Mrs. RedBeard, she knows Spanish a little. Poquito. A little. Who's with me? Mrs. RedBeard's with me. She's right here hanging out with me, like she does often when I'm here in the shop. Oh man, that looks freaking fantastic. What's up, dude? Dude, look, it's a 26.5-inch faller. I made it so it's 3. Hey, y'all give Granikova a follow for me. Go check him out. He's got some pretty good content, and he's a super great friend of mine. But Ryan, check this out. So this is 3/4 of an inch, and it's 1.5 inches. So whatever I took away from here, I left there here. So it's, yeah, it's, dude, this thing feels great, and it's a 4.5 pound. Yep, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I hung this one. It's a 34-inch curvy, and all I got left to do is hit that with 120, and then I'm ready to start. I'm getting tangled up in cords. I'm ready to start. A lot like your handles, yes, somewhat, but it's not tapered at all. It's a perfect oval, so it's not. There's no taper in the front or back, so it's, you know, when you swing it both ways, you don't really feel the difference other than looking at it. Yeah, really big and sturdy. So Granite Kova, his birthday's tomorrow. So how about you guys all go over, mash his little icon, go over there and shoot him a follow for his birthday. Yeah. Tomorrow is his birthday. So wish him a happy birthday. Go over and check him out and mash that follow, mash that subscribe button. Yeah. My broom. So I get tangled up in the cords again. Check that out. That's pretty sweet. Nice and tight, super tight fit on that one. I know. That's why we need to get some people following you so they can see what you're up to. tomorrow. He definitely has something big for tomorrow, other than his birthday, but it's definitely something to celebrate as well as his birthday, because something else is being born tomorrow. Check that out. That's super sweet. Big eyes on these things. I asked Marcus when he made these to make them a little bit bigger than normal. I can talk about it. Babe, can you go get that granite Kova Connie out of the axe bell? It's right top, bottom layer, right in the middle, and you'll see because it's got the, yeah. She's gonna go get mine. It's with the queens in the house on the axe bell. But yeah. So that 34-inch curvy is pretty super sweet. Let me get some gloves on. Actually, I'll wait for the lady to get back because she's grabbing the thing so I could show you guys. Yep, that's the one. Thank you, babe. So this is the Granite Kova Connecticut pattern axe. Granite Kova, the guy right there, he makes these, and he's going to be doing his big reveal tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. But I got, if you can see, right under the pole, right there, it says 02. This was the second nor'easter made, and then I took it out to the woods and I swung it and ripped the sticker off, but that's okay. It's okay. It's a tool. It's still a tool. And the edge is absolute. I left the pine sap on it, but I wanted to kind of give it a little bit of patina, and it's working. It turned it purple. If you can see that, but yeah, I had the pine sap. I left the pine sap on it, and I dig it. A little character, a little bit of character. Am I buffering again? Dang it. Anyway, let me set this off to the side. And while I'm over here, grab my gloves. Also, you guys go check out, what else? Go check out my 52 axe patterns. The fin just released today. I don't know why Megan gave me a little buffer signal right there. I don't know what that's all about, but maybe it's just on their end. What about Risky River's new handles? Want me to show them? I have them. Ryan, I got all of the, I'm full up on pack axe handles for the Mississippi pack axe release. I have all of the pack axe handles that I need, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Oh, yeah. Let me see. I got them over here. Hang on 1 second. Got one right here. One right here. And one right here. So this is one of Whiskey River's newest handles. It's a 24 Scandi. You notice it's really blocky up here because it's made for Finnish axes, as in Finland Finnish axes. This is one right here. This is a Finn. This is a Kelikowski. I think it's a newer one. It's a number 12. I don't know, but this is a big one. It's huge. But if you see, the eye is small on the bottom, and then it tapers. Oh, I'm sorry, it's large on the bottom, and then it tapers to a very small little spot. This one's going to need to be cleaned up. It's really out of round. I don't know why. It looks like that's just forged that way, but this thing's enormous for a fin. It's like the big axe. So if you notice, this one's kind of got a little bend right here. It's kind of out of round. It's more of a kind of an octagonal shape if you look at it. They're not all the same. So what Brandon from Whiskey River, he's like, I got a solution for that. You just shape this the way it is, and then it's good. It's good. Your internet. I know, it's not me. I know it's not me. And then he came out with the 36-inch curved, which is super cool, super nice, super thin. I just noticed this handle's curly. Oh my goodness. It just, I caught it. It's right there. I don't know how far it goes up. Oh, it's still going. I have a curly hickory 36C. I gotta go check the other one. I gotta. Nope, this is not curly, but it is super pretty. Look how straight that grain is, and a little kiss of heartwood right there. That's going to be a super sweet handle, but I got to set this aside because I got to show somebody later. Yeah, and then the Tasmanian, or the 31 Racer hickory. This one, the grain on it is absolutely perfect. If you see these flats and these peaks, and then it flattens out, see the flats? This thing is amazing. This handle is freaking amazing. If you see the straight line grain is in the middle, right, front and back, and then the flats are on the sides. That's exactly what you want, with the flats on the sides, and then the straight grain in the middle, on the front and back. But yeah, that's the 3 new handles. Go check out whiskeyrivertrading.com and tell them RedBeard sent you. If I get enough people to tell them RedBeard sent you, maybe Brandon will shoot me a sponsorship deal. That would be cool. But anyway, so I have my oil, right? And then I'm going to put oil on this 34-inch curved hickory handle. And let's see. Let me see. Come up a little bit. Look at that. That Osage orange is just shimmering. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's do the handle. Do the lugs first. I always do right up against the axe first. Just put a little bit, that way, because if you try to rub it with your hands aren't going to get in that tight space. So, and then one little strip all the way down. This is where the magic happens, right here. This handle seems to be thirsty. Give some more oil. Look at that though. Look at that. See that, babe? Isn't that pretty? I call this functional art. This one is not for sale. I do have a couple available, and also the handle is custom made by me, so you can pick your wood species and length depending on what I have in stock for that particular species. But this one is definitely not for sale. They start at $400. That's with hickory and ash up to 35-inch handles. So there's that. So this one, 34-inch hickory handle would go for 400, but it's going for 400. You know, I make the handles to order. So, you know, mainly there are some instances like I had a couple people back out. So that's why I have a couple available. And if you, $400. But if you're looking for one of these, go in my main page and check out my link tree, check out my socials. Yeah, 400. Check out my socials. If you want one, hit me up. Go to my link tree, and then you can either find me on RedBeard Knife and Tool on Facebook, Instagram, or my link tree, which is in my bio. No, not 40. But anyway, I got this one oiled. And now I'm going to oil this beefy fella. So this one's a faller's axe, right? And I'm going to oil the top. The top of the tongue. Another beautiful wedge. If I get it without the light glare. Super nice. And then right down. There we go. Yeah, 400. I said that 3 times. Put some more. This thing needs more oil. Check out that palm swell. Yep, that's pretty sick. Sweating. I'm in southern Mississippi, and the weather, I mean, it's 82. There's been times during the summer when it was 94 in here, in my garage at night, at like 11 o'clock at night, which is absolutely ridiculous. But back to what I was doing, this faller's axe is pretty sick. It's pretty sick. Yes, it's steel. It's got, this is a coating, an anodized coating that I put on the heads, just to give them some character. I like the look of it. Some people think that it's brass. It's not brass. You see right here where the anodized coating stopped. There's the steel, and that's just a coating. It'll wear off. It's paint. It's not that big of a deal. It's still it's still a tool. Functional art. So I have that one, and I have this one. Let me wipe these down. Can you hand me a clean rag, babe? Oh, wait, I got this one right here. Never mind. The one you gave me earlier. All right. Got that one wiped out. That didn't take much, but it is super nice. Set it over there. Get this one wiped down. Check that out. I dig it. I dig it. So I have this one, the 26.5-inch faller, and then this one, the 34-inch curvy. Both hickory. There we go. That's better. It's nice. Nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're looking to get a one of these from me, I just have, let me see. I can tell you right now. I think I just have one available. Nope. Yeah, I have one available. One. The other two are spoken for, and I'm going to be starting on them next. So yeah, I have one available. So if you're looking for one, hit me up. Definitely hit me up. Let me wipe this one down again real quick. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. It's getting late, and I got to wrap up here in the shop. I do appreciate you guys. What did you say? Why did you? I didn't. Oh, someone else did. That's a little bit weird. Sweet, thanks, dude. I'll be out of here in a second anyway, so you can message me. Yeah, I have one of these available. You could pick the species, and you could pick the length of the handle, the orientation of the handle, whether it's curvy, straight, or a faller's handle. And this is a faller, curvy. But yeah, you can pick the orientation and the length species depending on what species I have. I think I have maple, ash, hickory, and white oak. That's all I got left. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'm going to get out of here. That's it. That's all I got. Y'all have a good one.